Hi, good morning, Will. My name is Greg. I will be your mediator. I'm one of the mediators on the panel of Equilo, and I understand you guys have chosen me to mediate your dispute. Now, just to get formalities out of the way, I'm an advocate at the bar also, and I don't want you to call me advocate. You know, I'm quite comfortable to be called Craig, so that's fine with you guys. And what do I call you? If that
my name is Papier. I'm also an advocate, but I'm an independent advocate.
Okay.
And I'm not at the bar as such.
Yes.
And you can call me Abu Bakr. I'm comfortable with that as well.
Okay, Abu Bakr. Good. And you?
My name is Chandra Brown. I'm not an advocate.
Yes.
I just work at Chandra. But you can call me Chandra.
Okay, then settle then. Sandra, Abu Bakr, thank you for coming to this mediation. I must commend you on this huge step that you've taken, and it gives me an indication that both of you are willing to come to an agreement or to settle this dispute, this dispute between of you amicably. You know? And that's why I'm going to explain to you what mediation is and how this process is going to take place. You know, mediation, the whole purpose of mediation is to get to a settlement which works for both of you. You know? We want to settle this dispute between the two of you, which will be final and binding, and whereby you can walk away from here feeling happy with what you've achieved here, and you can also do that. Now, if we do come to a settlement at the end of the day, I'm here to facilitate. You know, I can assist you guys to reduce that to writing, and to formulate it in a manner which will be enforceable at the end of the day. But what you must remember, I am not here to make a decision for you. I'm not the judge. I cannot decide what you must settle on and how your settlement must be. It's your decision. And you must always be mindful also the fact, if you don't want to settle, or if at any stage of these proceedings, you, Sandra, or you, Abu Bakr, see, look, I'm not happy with what's happening here, you can tell me and you can terminate this process. There's no obligation on you to continue with this mediation. Now in that case, you can choose to go to the court or in that forum. But I want to assure you that none of the stuff that's being said here, none of the stuff can be used against you. Meaning, you cannot then call me as a witness to testify on behalf of you, as to what is transpired here. But you must also remember what happens during this season. There will be joint sessions, and then I will also have individual sessions with you, Sandra, and individual sessions with you, Abu Bakr. You must always remember that those sessions are confidential. What you tell me, Abu Bakr, will only stay between the two of us, unless you explicitly or you consent to me telling Sandra about this. The same goes for you, Sandra. Now, as indicated, this is there will be one-on-one sessions like this, a joint session, and then there will be individual sessions. Now, during the session, I have a brief idea what your dispute is about. No? But I just want to hear from you. You may be first, Abu Bakr, or you may be first. You know, the choice is yours. You know? I would like you guys to decide who should go first and use your story. Are you happy with going first or Sunday? Can you go first?
I don't mind.
Okay, then let's hear what she has to say.
Excuse me?
Let's hear what she has to say.
Okay. Sunday. If you can just briefly, you know, you just give us a story as to what really happened in this matter.
Simple. Abu Bakr agreed to buy my father's house.
Yes.
The agreed price was 2.2 million rand. He paid me 20% deposit thereof of the 2.2 million,
Yes.
and he still needs to pay me the rest of the money.
Okay.
He signed the contract, and he refuses to pay. And I want the rest. In terms of the contract, the rest of the 2.2 million.
Just get that from Sunday. So he paid the deposit, is it?
Yes, 20% deposit of the 2.2 million, which is 440,000 rand. And he hasn't paid the outstanding amount
He hasn't paid.
of his money.
Okay, and you want the remainder of the...
Yes, it was a valid contract that was entered into between the two of us.
Abu Bakr, if you could just briefly give me
The house that I bought, or at least that I saw and that I was prepared to buy, I believe was in a particular condition. Subsequently, I've discovered that it's not in a condition
Yes.
that I want to pay 2.2 million for.
Okay.
And that's my position at the matter.
Okay. Now there was a contract also, I understand from you.
Now, there was a contract, but obviously, I unfortunately only received the builder's report after having entered into the
Okay.
agreement and after having paid the deposit. You know, it would have been obviously prudent to have had it done before then, but unfortunately, as events unwinded, this is the form in which it was done. And the problem is, I cannot see myself,
Continue. Okay.
yeah, because of what I've subsequently done.
Okay, Abu Bakr. Now, I'm just at this stage, you know, going to one-on-one sessions with you, so that I can get some, you know, more information about your matter, you know, and seeing that we started with Sunday first, you know, I'm gonna start with that first. If you be so kind, you can wait outside where you came in. You know, there's a reception area, and
I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Sunday. Say this house is was your father's house, eh?
Yes.
Do you know Abu Bakr before this now?
No, I don't know about Abu Bakr. I met him. I told my father I had someone else thing. My father moved back to the village, and I'm trying very hard to make my father proud of me. So
Yes.
I thought, okay, I will take over selling this house, and he doesn't have to go to any estate agent.
Yes,
Because
yes.
you know, with the estate agent, you must pay the broker fees and all those things. At least with me, I'm family, and I can get him the best deal. So I put the house up for show.
Okay.
And people came in and we looked at it.
Mm.
And like after 3 weeks, so I met Abu Bakr, who also was one of the interested parties in this house. We then was a hectic negotiation between the two of us. And initially we wanted 2.5 million for the house.
Okay.
Abu Bakr and I negotiated a negotiation. He then made a good bargain, and we settled on 2.2 million.
Okay.
So he was in that house that day, looked around. He was quite happy with the house.
Yes.
was then happy, and I told me he was going to give me the 20% of the sale price. I gave him account details, and he put it in there. I still have the deposit in my account.
Okay.
I was then informed, which I didn't think anything of, that he wanted to get a technical team in to look at the house.
Okay.
But in that process, I heard from other people that he was getting cold feet. He's apparently known in the community by some of the people that I know. And they obviously came to me and said, Shanta, you know, I heard Abubakar is getting cold feet for this house.
Okay.
I then, after that, it was actually after that when I heard that he was getting cold feet, that he then asked me to arrange for the keys so that he can get people into the house.
Okay.
You know? So, with an inspector. So the inspector was in the house and furnished us with the report.
Mm-hmm.
And he then said, he then told me, okay, after I received the inspector's report, that he needs to come over because he needs to speak about the house.
Okay.
Immediately I thought, oh, there's something wrong here. Maybe the people were right. That this man is getting cold feet. This was now after we signed the agreement. I had already told my father this house has been sold. You know?
Yeah.
So I was a bit worried. But, so then he told me there's certain defects with this house that he doesn't like. And that's it.
Yes.
I didn't know what to do. I couldn't go to my father. He's an old man. He
Yes.
wants to retire. So I have an advocate friend. And I called the friend up and I asked, okay, what can I do? They mentioned some case law to me. And apparently a decision that is against me. But that this decision is apparently going to, what is the appeal court's name?
The SCA improvement, I think.
Yes, that one. So he explained to me that if a decision is taken here and someone appeals against it, that decision doesn't count because, I don't know, it's in the process or something. I don't quite understand these terms, but basically what he said was that decision can't count against me because it's currently being appealed.
Okay.
And from what I understand from this report is that there's an issue with the roof and something with the wall, which is not like so extreme for him to now want to get out of this contract. I think that he's looking for a reason to get out of this. I mean, we negotiated for a long time. I brought down the price from 2.5 to 2.2. I don't know who this inspector is that came there. Could have been one of his friends, and they could have now made this a bigger thing than what it is. He owes me the money. I don't know. I don't know how to get out of him that one because he's now also an advocate. He's going to try to push over me and I'm doing case law and all these things. And I'm very happy that you said this is not the court.
Yes.
So that is my position as the mediator.
That's right. You must, it's just a lesson. The mere fact that he's an advocate is not going to influence me.
Okay.
Because as you know, as I told you, I'm not here to make the decision for
Yes.
you. It's your decision.
Yes.
If you must come to the decision whether you want to settle or not.
Yes.
No, so I get out from what you've been telling me that there is a written report. It's
Yes.
a written report. And from this written report, you have got a copy of that, eh?
Yes.
And from this written report, it says that it's the roof and the wall.
No, but there was cracks on the floor, sorry, and a leaking roof.
Okay, now,
And those are minor things. Yeah.
can that be repaired?
Yes, I can repair it myself.
Have you looked at cost of repairing this?
I haven't. I've been so taken by this whole proceeding that I've just been nervous, Mr. Mediator. And I haven't spoken to Abubakar because I don't know how much he thinks this is going to be.
Yes, no. Would you be happy if I ask him, about this repairing and how much it will cost if he looked at these things?
Yes.
So I can tell him that, I can ask him that.
Ask him that and also ask him who this inspector is.
Now, okay, let me just recap. You want me to ask him who's this inspector? And you want me to ask him about the cost of these repairs? And if he comes up with a figure about the cost of these repairs, would it change your attitude about the whole issue?
But these repairs, Mr. Mediator, it is a leaking roof and a cracked floor.
Yes.
I mean, I can do that
Okay.
if he really has an issue with it.
Okay.
If he wants an entirely different floor, entirely different roof, that is on him. You know, these are new things, if it was just to fix the existing problem, that I can do, but I'm not going to give him money to go and improve his house or revamp his house.
Okay, let me just recap on that issue also so that I can be absolutely clear what you're saying. Is that you prepared, if he's got such a problem with, after he has obviously identified these problems and giving you the costing of these things, you're prepared to fix this.
Yes.
But what should then happen with the sale?
The sale should go through. And it's a mere fixing what the damage that is already there that he claims is there.
Have you inspected the house after this?
I have, and I saw that the minor cracks. You know, the wear and tear of a house after a while. If you walk on the same surface all the time, you're going to get little scratches and like little cracks on the floor. So it's minor things that you just use polyfiller to make it proper, you know?
Okay, I just don't understand. Now you must have an idea also if you say you can fix it yourselves. Are you going to fix it or?
I can fix it. I'm not shy of manual labor. I've seen the cracks on the floor that he's talking about. It appears to be one in the bathroom, the towel. I mean, the towel can just be, you can get a new, you can replace that entire towel. So I think it's about 3 towels in the bathroom. And there's one, the main thing would probably be the leak in the roof. But that, it appears, because we did have so many amount of rain for this past 2 weeks, it could have had an impact on the gutter and all those things. So I just need to do a proper look, but I can fix it.
Okay. Now, Sunday, I just want to inquire from you. You fixing these things, have you ever done these things before?
Yes, I fixed the towels in the house. I've gone into the roof to check the ceiling and the roof and leakages and stuff.
But you're not a builder,
No, I'm not a builder. But I can tell you that I see the leak in the wall. It looks like it's by the geyser. So it might be the geyser.
Okay, but are you 100% sure with these things like you now? He's saying the geyser, the leak in the...
I'm saying it appears to be the geyser. I'm not 100% sure. But where I see the leak, it looks like we're close to the geyser.
Okay.
You know? If I had the opportunity to go into the house and look properly, then I will find out what it is.
Okay, so you haven't, when last did you go look in the house to assess these things?
When did I go? I think I went like a week ago.
Yes.
And it's not as bad as what he said. And it's not so bad that he did not want to go through with this.
Okay, and now, you want me to get the name of this person who inspected the place, eh?
Yes.
And now, what would be the reason for you wanting the name? If I may ask.
I just want to know if it's a qualified person. I can do my own research and find out who this person
Okay.
is. Because what if he has the same surname as Abu Bakr? Do I know it's not his cousin, his brother, or something?
Yes, obviously, it's now what then if it now transpires that this person is a reputable person and he knows what he's doing.
Well, then the fact that he says that there's little cracks on the floor and the roof leaking, that's not major things. It doesn't feel like he's made up things.
Okay.
He's probably just looked at small things and made it big in the report. Maybe Abu Bakr's doing that. Because he used a lot of technical terms and that's why I gave it to my advocate friend.
In that report.
In that report, yes.
Your advocate friend, what did he say about this report?
Well, he told me because it's only the small little cracks in the floor and then the leak of the roof, that's not major defects in the property to justify not wanting to go through with it. Those are things that can be fixed easily. And he told me about that case that's been going to that court thing in
Yes.
Fontaine.
Okay, no.
He used the word, what is it, latent defects?
Yeah.
Yeah, now he was saying that was minor.
Okay.
So latently, you said would be like if there's like termites everywhere or something. I think, yeah, it's a simple example.
Okay, he said, what did he say about this latent defects?
He said it's like a very serious thing that you would have to change every single thing about this house before it was okay to live in.
Okay.
Just something like a chip towel is not really.
In this case that he's talking about, did he say this case says that you will lose if
This
in your
case,
circumstances or what is
yeah, I think this case is something. As he mentioned the case, and maybe I mustn't raise it until if I'm a bucket, because he said if I'm a bucket as an advocate, he's probably also going to come with cases. So if he does come with a case, then at least I can counter the case because it seems that the one case that's going to the case that the court then Bloemfontein, that case could go against me.
Oh, I see. I see. Look, I've explained to you during our opening that whatever we say is confidential. I cannot tell Parker about this case.
Well, do not tell him about the case,
No,
Mr. Mediator.
obviously not. Obviously not.
And he said he's an independent advocate also. So
Yeah.
I don't know so much about these things.
No, Sunday. At this stage, I'm just going to hear what he has to say, just to get an idea what his situation is, and then I will get back to you.
Yes, I don't understand why he thinks that's my house if he didn't like it.
If you don't mind, waiting outside, so
Okay.
I will get back with Parker.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mediator.
Thank you for waiting. Look, I had a chat with Sandra, and she obviously gave me what the side of the story is, and I just wanted to know from you. There was a written contract signed in this matter. Okay, now, who's now staying in this house?
I'm not staying in the house
Okay.
yet.
Oh, no. You didn't take possession of the house.
15. To my knowledge, I don't have possession of the house Yes, I'm not sure whether Shant is of the view that I have possession.
Oh. I don't know. Did you read something now?
No, it's just from my understanding, I don't have possession of the house yet. I mean, I would imagine that possession would be passed on transfer, because that was one of the terms of the contract. There was no agreement of rental, that's why I'm not paying any rental.
Do you know who's living in the house now?
I don't really know. I just had someone, I don't know, she said she's looking at, I think it's estate, it's estate late sale that you're doing up, because that's what she said, selling at dad's house.
Okay.
I'm not sure the dad's alive or not, but I haven't spoken to him, I've been speaking to her about it, so I'm just assuming that's an estate late transfer.
Yes.
But that being said, look, the issue is this, insofar as, my position is concerned. Look, at obviously, I'm assuming that I can speak to confidentially.
No, obviously,
I'm not at the bar, but fortunately I've managed to get myself a bit of a retainer from the Department of Public Works. They're going to keep me, they told me that there's a particular matter coming on, and there'll be a contract that I'll be reviewing contracts in chamber, so to speak, and it will be, I anticipate this to be an ongoing process, and it starts in 6 months' time. And from then onwards, I'll be getting, a kind of a fairly, not a regular income, but what will be happening is that, I'll be able to bill from my 6 onwards for all the time that I'm spending either reviewing matters, giving opinions, or research, whatever the case might be. But the issue is that initially I sold the house for 2.4, 2.5. We managed to bring it down to 2.2.
Yes.
But now, you must remember that there's wiring problems, there's roof problems, and there's this crack in the floor. Now, my concern is this. I'm not sure if she's going to get an electrical compliance certificate for the house, and because the roof already is leaking, and I've been told 150 is going to be the cost of it, just to fix that part of things. That's the quote that I got from the builder. In addition to that, the crack in the floor is demonstrative of a structural difficulty with the property. Right now, you must remember, I paid her 440 from my money. Right, the balance I'm looking to finance through the bank, because look, I don't have 2 bars, or close to 2 bars is lying around.
Yes.
Now, I am aware of the fact that if a bank comes across that, a bank's not going to want to finance a property that has structural problems to it. Because the builder told me that you can patch up the cracks, but you can never fix the structural problem.
Yes.
And I've also come across authority, legal authority, from the SCA. It's a judgment written by Harmson. And I brought a copy of the decision with me. It's called Marancela versus Lakula. It's a fairly recent decision, 2012.
Yes,
you can have a look at it. And if you just look at the heading, it says the latent defect. It's a material effect of structural defect, and it is a basis to terminate a contract.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm saying is that this is clearly a structural defect, and it's a basis for me to terminate the contract on.
So you're talking about the crack in the floor now?
Yeah, the crack in the floor. And what I'm trying to say is that, look, I have a basis in law to terminate this agreement. But it doesn't necessarily mean that I would want to terminate it. All I'm saying is I have a basis in law, and my building report, if I take this to the bank, because they haven't registered the property yet, if I take it to the bank and I tell them, look, I need to disclose this, they're not going to finance it. Do you understand? The result of that would be that she won't be able to hold me responsible for a breach of contract, because the bank's not going to finance it. That's an independent person who's not going to want to finance it, and no financial institution is going to want to finance it. With a net bank, ABSA, it would be more standard.